program was 2 years and you were to provide proof of funds for 1 year to apply for a student visa, then when you get to Finland, after the first year expires, you have to provide funds again and renew your student visa. Our studies in the US for free, no application fee, full funding available, list of universities, HND accepted. You can see the videos. Then these are videos about fully funded scholarships in France. All right, you just need to go through the channel like this and verify which one you are studying. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, and thank you so much for joining today. If you are new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for understanding. Please subscribe to the channel and like this video. All right, press the like button and subscribe below here, because if you do this, the algorithm will favor us. All right, the channel is suffering a little, but we are going to come back powerful. Thank you so much for understanding, guys. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about if international students can actually migrate to Finland with their spouse or with their families. All right, is that possible? Because some people have been asking this question. I want to say here today that it is very, very possible for you to migrate to Finland with your spouse or family. All you need to do is to provide some set of documents, all right, as an international student, and some other monetary aspects of it, and you are good to go. The embassy is then going to work on your case and issue you your residence permit. Now, if you are an international student who has been thinking of applying to Finland, first of all, I want you to understand that you must try to check the universities to know which university is going to be favorable for you in terms of program choice. All right, have you chosen your program already? Have you checked the universities to know which university you are going to be applying to? Because schools, or let me say admissions, are going to start this January, all right, of 2023 that is coming. So make sure you check and know which university you are going to apply to. All right, so when it's time, you just go ahead and do the application. I hope you understand. Thank you so much for understanding. Also, I want to draw your attention to the fact that Finland is a new Canada. Finland is trying to bring in internationals. All right, that is why I say it is the new Canada, because after 4 years in Finland now, you are opportune to get the permanent residency. All right, and the way it works now in Finland is, before, if your program was 2 years and you were to provide proof of funds for 1 year to apply for a student visa, then when you get to Finland, after the first year expires, you have to provide funds again and renew your student visa. It was somehow complicated, but as of 2022, April 2022, the new communique that came out, a lot of things changed. Working hours changed, job prospects changed, immigration prospects change. All right, and one of them is, if you are now moving to Finland, all you need to do is to provide your funds. All right, if your program is 3 years, all you need to do is to provide money for 1 year, then you migrate to Finland with a permit for 3 years. You don't have to renew every year again. The hurdle has now been cut off. I hope you understand. Now, I also equally want you to understand that if you are legally married, or if you are legally married to your spouse, you can move to Finland with your children. Finland loves family a lot. All right, when you are a family person, Finland will want you more, or let's say Finland will equally want to welcome you, and it is very okay to migrate with family and stay permanently in Finland. Another opportunity is your children may even be opportune to get their, how are they calling it, study for free. All right, they equally have the chance to study the Finnish language for free. All right, like I told you earlier on, it is possible to get permanent residency. So now I will break it down with the requirements you need to apply for your study permit or your residence permit to Finland with your family, and equally what you need to show as proof of funds. All right, with regards to yourself and your spouse, your first try, and yourself and your children. Let me put it this way, with your family anyways. So now the first thing you need to understand is that as an international student, if you want to migrate to Finland, you have to show money for 1 year. All right, and when you reach Finland, your permit will be given for the duration of the program you are going to be studying. All right, let's assume that you are going as a bachelor student and your program is 3.5 years. All right, all you need to do to show to the embassy is to provide money for 1 year, which is 6,720 euros to the embassy. Then the embassy is going to give you a permit for 1 year. If you want to, sorry, there was something I mentioned in the video earlier on. I will also want to specify that if you want to the embassy to give you a permit for 3 years, all right, that was before. All right, if you wanted the embassy to give you a permit for 3 years, you were supposed to be renewing the permit every year. But nowadays, if you have the money, you can get your permit as fast as possible. All right, there are no limitations. Now, the money you need to move to Finland as an international student is 6,720 euros. All right, then remember that you are moving alone. That is how much you need to migrate to Finland yourself. All right, 6,720 euros. It must be in your own personal bank account. You cannot put it in somebody's account. Finland doesn't like when you are using somebody's account. I hope you understand. Then if you are moving, you and your spouse, according to the Finnish law, all right, you have to have a minimum of 1,200 euros in your personal bank account to migrate to Finland or to apply for the residence permit alongside your spouse or to apply with your spouse. Remember, if you migrate, you are going to be working 30 hours a week, all right, as an international student. That is the new law. And your spouse will be working unlimited hours. If he or she is very strong, then you guys are going to make a lot of money. Unlimited hours, all right, because the permit automatically covers your spouse. Remember, you can work 30 hours a week in as much as it doesn't interfere with your school schedule. Before it was 25 hours, but now you can work 30 hours a week, all right. Now, the money you need is 1,200 euros times 12 in order to apply for the residence permit to migrate to Finland with your spouse. All right. Remember, I've said there are a lot of cheaper universities in Finland, like universities of applied sciences. You need these schools to apply to because they are somehow a little cheaper than the other state universities or other bigger universities like the University of Helsinki, the University of Turku, Lapland University, and others. All right. Applied science universities equally have scholarships, so that is something you should pay attention to because they can give you scholarships if at all you qualify for the scholarships. All right, you and your wife, you multiply 1,200 times 12 and you show to the bank, to the embassy, get the bank documents and make sure everything has been built correctly. Your bank statement, or let's say your bank account, should not be lesser in age than 3 months. All right, if it's less 3 months less in age, it is going to be an issue. The embassy doesn't want that. So we'll start building the account now while you apply for your universities from the 4th of January to the 18th of January. All right, remember there is also going to be an entrance examination, or let's say an online exam after you finish with the first phase of the application. You guys, or let me say applicants, will be called for an entrance exam. All right, so pay attention to this. No age limit. Height is not a problem. If you have it, good, submit it. If you don't have, no problem. Now, remember, you yourself and your spouse, you need 14,400 euros to migrate to Finland in your own personal bank account. It doesn't matter if you are going for a bachelor's degree or a master's degree. All is that you need this money in your bank account. Now, before last year, like I already explained to you, you were supposed to get a permit for 1 year, and when you arrive in Finland, you start renewing it. No, it doesn't operate again that way. All right, it doesn't operate again that way. Now you can get you can just get your permit straight up 3 years and you are good to go. Now, if you are moving to Finland with one child, you, your spouse, and one child, the child has to show that, or you have to show that the child has 500 euros every month to spend. Because you need for 1 year, you have to multiply 500 times 12, which is going to give you 6,000 euros. The 6,000 euros now you have to add it to your 14,400 for you and your spouse to make it 20,400 before you, your spouse, and one child can apply for a student or a permit to migrate to Finland. I hope you understand. So that is how one child is. The good thing about Finland is, as the number of children increases, as you want to apply for the residence permit, the amount of money per child reduces. For example, the second child, if you want to migrate, you, your spouse, and your 2 children, The second child, which is the fourth person, has to have in possession 400 euros every month. All right, that is, you have to show that the second child, making you people now four in total, has to have 400 euros every month. And 400 euros times 12 is going to be 4,800 euros. If you add this money to 20,400 euros, you are going to get around 25,200 euros. That is the money you guys need for a family of four. I hope you understand. That is the second child. Now, if you want to add the third child into the scene, remember the third child, I said the number of the money you are showing per child decreases as the number of children increases. Therefore, the third child has to show that he has 300 euros every month. All right, 300 euros times 12, you add it to the total. All right, the fourth child has to show that he has 200 euros every month, or you have to prove that you have 200 euros to take care of the fourth child. And that is how you go ahead. Remember, you are showing this money to apply for your permit, and as soon as you apply for the permit, they are going to grant it to you. Like I told you, Finland loves children, all right, and Finland has jobs. But to be sincere with you, there are some places in Finland that if you are going there for the very first time, it may be difficult for you to have jobs to do. All right, but in as much as you are moving to Finland, you don't have a problem. I want to tell you that European Union now, especially in 2024, Germany is looking for workers, Norway is looking for workers, Denmark is looking for workers, Portugal is looking for workers, Netherlands is looking for workers. All right, these are countries that before it was difficult to get jobs in there, but nowadays you can easily get your jobs in these countries. I will equally encourage you to be checking job websites and other websites like Indeed and Glassdoor. All right, they may have jobs in these countries. Just keep trying. It is difficult to get jobs online, but you can get it. All right, people can do it and you can do it as well. I hope this video will help somebody. I hope you gain something from this video. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. All right, thank you so much for understanding. If you subscribe, you help us get more visibility. Thank you so much. Till we meet again in another video. Peace. Oh, this is me. This is Milton Fonkwa. This is my YouTube channel. All right, just type my name on the YouTube search bar like this, Milton Fonkwa. You can see it here. When you type it, this is going to open. This is my YouTube channel with 24,000 plus subscribers. Then you click on my picture. When you click on my picture, my videos are going to pop up like this. You are going to find my channel like this with study abroad. All right, these are videos to study in Portugal. These are videos about studies in Canada. These are videos on cheap universities in Belgium. All right, how you can study in Belgium for 900